I became a profitable and funded trader once I understood this. And this is not an indicator, this is not some secret YouTube strategy, but one brutal truth that nobody tells you because, well, it doesn't sell courses. And this changed everything for me. So if you're not profitable yet, it's the only thing that's going to change it for you too. So let's talk. You see them everywhere. Prop firms promising to fund you with 6 figures. Pass our challenge and we'll give you 100k, 200k, even 300k to trade with. You keep 90% of the profits. You live your best life. You wake up at 10, trade 1 hour, and then you chill the rest of the day. Sounds like a dream, right? This dream cost me everything. See, I blew $43,000 before I made a single cent in actual lasting profits. And a huge chunk of that was chasing challenges that I wasn't ready for. I would tell myself the same thing that you probably tell yourself. If I could just pass this one, then I'd finally be free. But let me break it to you gently. You are not supposed to pass. That's not the business model. All right, so let's split this video into 3 parts so you get exactly what you need. The first one, why 99% fail prop firm challenges. The second one, what the 1% actually does differently. And the third part, how you can join them with an actual plan. And if you can't watch this video to the end, congratulations, you are the lazy ass that they love to profit from. So let's talk about why 99% they fail. You see, prop firms, they look like they're in the business of finding good traders. Now that's the cover story. But here's the real business model. They sell hope to lazy people. Pay $95 and if you pass our challenge, you get $10,000 to trade with. Cool. But guess what? Most people are chasing challenges like they're buying scratch-off tickets. They don't have a proven system, they haven't tested jack shit, but they throw $95 or even $1,000 at a challenge like it's a lucky spin. Now, they're not traders, they're gamblers with a TradingView subscription. You watch some guy from YouTube turn $100 into $1 million with free conferences and a whisper from God, and you think, I can do that, easy. So you buy a challenge, you risk way more than you should, you over leverage, and of course, because you weren't ready, you don't pass. And instead of realizing that you weren't ready, you blame the market, you blame the prop firm, you blame the face of the moon, but you never actually blame yourself. I remember sitting at a cafe, broke as hell. I had just lost my last funded account. Not because I wasn't smart, you see, I knew the markets, but because I had no structure, no consistency, no system that I actually trusted. I was literally just trading off good riddance and caffeine. And then it hit me. Bro, you're not trading. You're just throwing shit at the wall and calling it price action. And that's one of the turning points I had, and then everything kind of changed. So let's break it down with some numbers. And this is where it gets kind of dark. Let's say a prop firm has 1,000 people buying a $95 challenge. That's $95,000. There's a lot more people buying challenges. Let's say 50 of these people pass, 5%. Which is, again, wildly unrealistic. If these 50 traders make 10% in the first month, which is, again, wildly unrealistic, the firm has to pay out $50,000. Now, they still get to keep these $45,000. And guess what? They don't even need to risk it because most funded accounts are fake. You are trading on demo servers, simulated execution, slippage fairyland. They say I get a real account with funds in it. Cool story. The backend says otherwise. Now, sure, there are a lot of winners. There are a lot of people making a lot of money through funded accounts, and they'll happily pay those money out because losers covers them tenfold, 100-fold, if not 1,000-fold. Now, what you're doing is you're not trading for them. You're paying them to play a game that they designed for you to lose. It's not trading. It's a psychological pay-to-play video game with a success rate of less than 1%. And the worst part, even if you win and pass this challenge, they'll revoke their account if you don't follow the rules made to get you to fail. This is not a conspiracy, it's math. But if you understand what I'm just telling you and you still want to win, keep watching because you can actually utilize this properly. Okay, so only 1% pass and around 1 or 10% or whatever it is actually gets to withdraw their money. It's the same numbers that you see everywhere. 99% they lose, 1% they build. There's a reason why there's so few wealthy people in the world and so many poor people. So what does the 1% actually do? Let's just break it down real quick. Now, they don't jump from strategy to strategy like horny rabbits. They run one setup, one structure, one rule set, one strategy 100 times. If you can't tell me your win rate and your risk to reward over the last 100 trades, and if these 100 trades are not defined by a rule set, then you're not ready. And if you can do this, but it's not profitable yet, guess what? You need to make it profitable before you can continue. Now, here's the kicker. You can't prove it for a firm that you can actually trade without proving it to yourself first. And 99.99% or whatever the number is that goes to a prop firm and tries out a challenge has never, ever in their entire life proven over 100 trades that they are actually profitable and that they have an edge with a very specific set of rules. No wonder they keep playing and they keep losing and they keep treating it like a lottery ticket to freedom because they are too lazy, too undisciplined to actually put in the work and make it work. So what this 1% also do, they track everything. Not kinda track, no, they track it obsessively. They know what times of day that they win more, they know when they're emotional, and most important of all, they know when to execute and they know when to stop. And third up, this is the most important part, they have a business mindset. Now this is key. You might have a lot of hobbies, I do. You might like to bike, play video games, play soccer or whatever. These hobbies, they cost you money. But if you treat it like a business instead of a hobby, this business will eventually pay you. The difference, businesses have data, systems, tracking, and risk control. Gamblers, well, they just put it all on black and hope. So once I stopped chasing shiny objects, copy trading groups, random YouTube strategies, and actually committed to one system, it took me just 6 months to go from break even to profitable. Now I've made over $800,000 just from trading alone. And this is not because I'm special, but I finally did what nobody else out there wants to do. Put my head down, trade one system, and test the hell out of it. And then finally just made it work. It is boring, but it works. All right, so here's what you need to do. Step 1, choose one setup, one entry model, one structure. Step 2, backtest it over 100 trades, track your win rate and your risk to reward, because that's literally the only thing that matters in trading. And step 3, forward test it, another 100. And the reason why I say 100 is because you can't play out probability with 5, 10, 25, 30, 40, 50 trades. No, you have to have 100, preferably more. Step 4, if it's not profitable, you have to figure out why. It could be your risk to reward ratio, or it could be the time of the day. Step 5, when you have finally made it profitable, then you scale. Then you can move on to step 6 because that's part of scaling. You go and you get a challenge because now you have a system that you know works, a business that you know if you put X in, you get X out. That way you can adjust your risk to the challenge and then complete it. Anything else is literally just straight up gambling. And if you're not willing to do this and actually put your head down, backtest, forward test, systemize it, gather data, then just stay out of the game. You are literally just wasting your time. I'm sorry to say it. Because the 1%, well, we're not better than you. We're just more disciplined, less emotional, and we're focused. Now, you can get funded. You can definitely also get paid, but only if you stop chasing the quick fixes and actually start executing. Now, if this little video woke something up in you, really good. Now you can go watch my other videos that go well into depth on how you can actually switch your mindset and get this done right. Alex here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.